I guess we are live. I guess we are live. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's probably no one
Hello.
in this live, which it's okay. But if someone enters,
Hello.
we would like to
Please don't
say.
go.
And okay,
uh,
so random. So we
If someone enter, please don't go.
yeah, please don't go. Stay with us. It's just a bunch of random fanfic readers. It's you know. And so
I'm just a
basically,
gamer. What the heck?
what?
I'm just a gamer.
Yeah, it's okay, but you're going to
It's
read.
just a game, bro. Just a game.
Oh, oh
Okay,
my gosh.
so okay, and the premise of what we are going to do here is basically I gather how much fanfics I did gather. I one, two, three, four. There's five fanfics that I.
One too many
They're just because some of them may be short. I don't know. I just gathered some. You okay, Jacob?
Yeah.
hiccups.
So I'm going
Yeah.
to randomize her all those fanfics,
And
and
Safa.
and we are going to read dramatically acting those fanfics. And my helper,
Safa.
my helper is going to be
Oh.
our dear Callus. That's going to
Safa.
it's going to help me, and Jacob is going to judge our acting.
The pain.
Oh, come
The
on.
pain.
Come on, it's not
Yeah.
going to be bad. It's just going to be funny.
Mm.
Jacob can be the narrator.
Okay, hold on. Give me
I'm
give me
going to.
like 2 seconds.
Somebody
I think
help
it's better for.
me.
I think it's better if you don't because we have questionable fanfics here. And okay, so I'm going to randomize now, and we're going to.
Yes, you.
Okay, so I think the last is going to be the best one. I guess. I don't know.
Sound,
I just know which one is this, and
sound really, really
this is
scary.
this is the one that has uni on it.
Oh, God.
This one, the last one. So, the first one, I have no idea which fanfic is what. So I'm going to put it here, and we're going to see what we got. And I'm going to. Okay. Oh God. We're going to. Oh God. Here you have it, guys. We're going to dramatically read this.
Ano yung main? Oh God.
We're going.
Nito San rin Shishimarataka. NSF. NSFW. Goddamn. Plot without plot. Porn without plot. Great.
We're starting great. We're starting this shit really great.
God.
Okay.
Is it a loss for us to freaking read
What?
porn? Is it a loss for us to read porn?
I don't know. I don't know.
Um
Is it?
uh,
It's just reading. It's not explicitly showing.
I mean the only issue with with YouTube will be is COPA.
I said it was not for children.
Okay, then you're good.
Good.
P to a W. Another 2 and add another P at the end. Q, R, N, G. Wanna be sanity. It's a star. I want my sanity is a star.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
I have sanity is a star.
Which I don't know which one it is. It's the one. It's the one from the Minato. Is the one maybe?
See the end of the work for more notes. See it.
The.
Instead, why do you fuck like a rabbit, Joe? Okay.
Where are you?
I went to the freaking note.
Jesus Christ. Okay. PD, let's dramatic read it, please.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh God.
Uh,
Oh God.
Oh God.
This one is fucking huge. it's just better if you start so we can end it already.
So-
Jacob, you don't want to read it.
Do-
Don't be the narrator. Just Jonas.
Wait, am I narrator?
What?
Really? Am I the narrator?
She said you don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's better if you don't
I'm
do
not.
it because it's going to be questionable.
The first line is kind of like, do I want to?
Exactly, that's why. Safety. Do you want to start to read it?
Shishimura Komi.
It's so stupid. Oh god.
No, Celery thinks sensitive is an understatement. Shishimura Takumi goes nuclear whenever he's especially when it
Oh my
Terry.
god. It's just 2 lines and it's already weird.
just the smallest of shoulder bump,
Jesus, what are you
mispriced
doing?
head, any contact that isn't deemed necessary or related to their usual ill-mannered roughhousing and bickering seems to trigger Takum's fight or flight response, resulting in some incredibly I'm just uncharacteristic. I can't read anymore. Uncharacteristic reactions. His cheeks would flash in shades of gray. Bewilderment.
Jacob, Jacob, what the fuck is this word?
Hey, bewilderment. Words will tumble out of his mouth, barely open, and be mashed into his spluttering gulp of teeth and tongue. And his freaking gaze, usually so firm and insistent, would be faintly diverted, slightly blown slightly blown pupils tends to stare off into nothingness, throwing in a sea of tufts. And recently, it seems to be getting progressively worse.
Oh, it does.
Senorito finds it mesmerizing.
I'm loving this. Like, I need like a little break. I'm loving how this
Where?
person is being overly dramatic.
Hey, I make it sound of
What?
my acting make it over dramatic.
No, but like, what are those words?
No, it's just dramatic.
Okay, just go on.
Once he's noticed the small response
Where the fuck is the dialogue?
in Takumi, his reaction purely impossible. His mischievousness, ill-natured, and errant as always. He had bubbled up curiosity, so curiosity those fantasies and festered in his mind, desperately tugged and yanked at his heartstrings, practically begging him to exploit that reaction of his to see for himself how Takami would act like when he finally gets pushed off the edge, how it looked like with expressions other than the usual cold and prideful. So he scratches the itch.
Okay, Henry.
I don't know how to take that.
I don't know either, to be honest with
We
you.
didn't even get to the freaking bad.
Yeah, we did get to the fucking bad thing yet.
Sarah started faking us then, lunging in, turned to Yuma, bumping shoulders with Takumi in the hallways periodically, hands always too close but not really to his. And his fingers, they would occasionally brush past Takumi's back, daintily jumping on and off shoulders blades, while aimlessly pacing around the door.
Okay, Henry.
His experiences, even death glares were enough to sting, to signal, to signal that he could see right through his bullshit intent, and he didn't like it at all. Sherry
Okay.
decided to
Okay,
kick.
wait a second. Just wait a second. Just wait a second. Wait a second. Oh god. Okay, we're back, we're back.
Okay, let me finish it already.
Okay, go on, finish it.
Sherry decides to kick it up and now. That's
Okay,
it. Now,
okay,
now you take it.
okay, I will take it because apparently there is no dialogues and this is bothering me to death.
Soon, there's soon
Oh,
dialogue.
I saw now. And Shishimaru Takaomi was here. Shishimaru Takaomi was incredibly annoyed at whatever the fact the current situation had developed de- devolved into. First, it was the touchy-feely stuff. Senry's intent was bare-boned, incredibly so. He wanted to elicit embarrassing reactions from him. His flexibility had its own limits. Dodging was only forcible for a couple of times before the inevitable happened. Body contact.
Ah, so bad.
Oh my god, it's body contact.
Gross.
Jesus Christ.
Gross.
I'm in a relationship with this shitty rabbit, but I don't care.
So gross.
Oh my god. Body contact.
But he wants body contact?
Oh
So gross.
We're talking about the guy that doesn't know how to dance. Where is Jacob?
I'm trying to take this all in.
I'm sorry, baby.
That's
Are you okay?
Gross. Body contact.
Gross. Body contact.
you're starting error message.
Oh, it's still on intermission. God, shit. I'm sorry.
What?
It was still on intermission. I didn't change the screen. Did it change now?
Yes.
Thank God. Okay, so body contact. Takaomi couldn't say he disliked being touched in particular. But
Oh god.
but his natural reaction to it was too embarrassing to bear. He couldn't control how sensitive his skin reacted to certain touches. Sure, but the people who intentionally set out to trigger that problem of his bother him to no end. But of course, he wouldn't pass of an opportunity to humiliate him in public. That shitty rabbit. Oh my god, so much love. And now this Takaomi was 200% sure 200% sure this was related to whatever plan he had in mind. And it was mildly infuriating.
Mildly.
It's mildly?
Mildly.
Mildly. Okay.
Mildly.
Mildly. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, outer character. Outer
Glad to be here.
Don't make me laugh. I was drinking. Lying right in the middle of their shared sofa was an erotic magazine. Sorry.
Oh,
and it started.
wrong.
And it started face down and open.
There's.
Chico's not okay. Chico's not okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Conveniently.
Face down and open.
So convenient.
Of course, it's what you guys expected. It's porn without plot. Face down and open. Its face fanning out in such a fashion as if to intentionally hint that it's been read, or potentially to pique his interest. He poked at the displayed page, fingernails tracing over dots of the printer ink. Oh my god, this is so fucking dramatic. The gravure motto on the coated cover, stared back at him, smiling.
Sure.
He mentally cringed. Oh my god.
I don't blame him.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm so sorry, baby. It's just going to get worse. I would like to immediately warn you this. It's going to get way worse. Beyond Takomi's bento de bacon, gears turning slowly in an attempt to solve this mystery. Two arms had snaked in between his arms, enveloping his waist from behind. He chose. Go on, Henry. We have now the best voice actor for Henry
No,
in English.
no, I can't. I can't
Come
do
on,
I
come on,
can't
no,
do
no.
him.
Come on,
I can't do him.
come on, come on. Please.
Do you like Karina-chan? Here,
Oh my god.
there you know.
Oh my god, Henry, you're literally baby. And Jacob, please don't do it.
Sarah whispered in his ear, hot breath wrapping around his nose as his seductive tones and shivers down his spine. His chest, lukewarm and soft, breast flash against his back, radiating heat, radiating heat, speed. I have no clue anymore. Sipping past the shirt into flesh and bones, a thin fabric serving as the only separation in between a pair of
I'm
skin.
telling you, this is too dramatic for me.
Takao be overwhelmed, stayed silent, suddenly hands barely hovering above the waistline of Argo Jean, fingers threatening to hook inside. Hey, Shishimaru, Artubakamaru.
That disgusting, sweet, teasing tone again. Servitors Richard stretched down to his thighs. Oh my god, it's getting worse. I'm so sorry, Jacob. We started. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Oh my gosh, I did not need this in my imagination. I really did not need this.
Wait,
Why?
Soft curves to stroke their inner region. Takami felt his breath hitch. This feels good. Wait, this feels good. Something clicked. He snapped out of his trance. Turning around, he roughly shoves Senri away, sending a mass of limbs and orange hair flying.
Amazing.
Surprising in Lowe's balance, Senri trips, harshly toppling onto the sofa.
Hey all!
He's quicker than protest, hence lifting up to the rub the sore spot on the back of his head while shooting dirty looks at flustered Takaomi. Okay, so this is border. Oh my god, I don't know what to Takaomi anymore. This is borderline sexual harassment, you shit rabbit.
Tricks are for kids.
This is not for kids. This is not
He returns the gesture, rigidly glaring daggers at the sofa. This time slowly seeps into his cracked voice. Hurriedly, he gathers up his personal belongings scattered on the desk, slipped on his sandals, and stormed outside, all without sparing another glance behind.
Oh my
When
god.
Takeomi heads back from the convenience store with a bag of impulse brought snacks, he hears the shower running.
Oh my god. This is not good. You said this is good, but this is not good. Jacob,
This is good, he thinks, kicking the door shut. Not necessarily because he deal with Senri. It was the complete opposite. Actually, he'd love to beat the shit out of that fucking rabbit after what he'd pulled.
but gathering up the mentality to do so right now was too troublesome. This means he doesn't have the courage, but okay. Fatigue wins over his frustration in the end. Once he drops off the snacks and heads upstairs to his bed. However, he notices Senri's gravure magazine is currently sitting on the top of his bed, properly closed, placed neatly in the corner of the orange sheets. He glares at the smiling cover model. He glares at the smiling cover model. Then he thinks, snatching the magazine as if to prove he won't lose to whatever pathetic scheme Senri has in his mind. Takaomi starts aimlessly leafing through the pages, whizzing at the colorful arrays of postures and choicy clothing. Oh, Takaomi, what are you doing?
He's
God.
afraid. The photo, vibrant shot, was adorned with a brief erotic text description that reached across the panels, slapped square on the dividing line of both pages were well endowed in gravure model. Hair barely reached the shoulder lengths, gracefully sitting on a deck chair. The pool behind her glimmered a glittery blue cool water stretched across the horizon. Her fingertips for, furnished with cheerful nail polish display, spread into the waistline of her micro kitty, while her other hand parts her inner thighs open, index and middle finger teasingly poking at the gentle curves of her skin.
Jacob is not okay. I'm so sorry.
I am not. This is what the heck.
Can we move to another
Okay, let's.
fanfic then?
Is this because we didn't?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just going down.
Oh.
I need to touch my magazine. So anyway, so that was you.
No.
So you're gonna
Pouring the
probably.
liquid into his hard
No,
on
that's
Andy right hand.
no. No,
Okay,
guys.
We're moving.
Guys, yeah, please. Please, I am ready a lot
Now,
more.
just his ears pick up the sound of the bat.
Okay, I'm going to.
I closed it. I don't care.
There you go, guys.
I'm done.
There you go, guys.
I just keep on
Oh
reading
my
it.
You're
god.
going to keep reading it? No.
No, I just read 2 more lines of this shit.
We know it's going to get worse. So we're going to a more.
Daddy baby boy.
Yes.
God. Tokia and Otoya.
It's not. It's safe for work this
Masa
time.
in the rain. Good.
Okay.
Well, correct. Thanks.
Wait,
Really,
it seems.
it all started with an accidental miss.
Okay, so
Inspired by friend's conversation with your
okay, but Ren and Otoya will
tend to be a daddy and hey baby.
to annoy Toki and Masa. Okay. Okay, so this one you can be with the narrator, Jacob. It's not.
Okay.
I
I'm still trying to reel from the last one. I am.
What you did to the child.
It's Hey,
I just want to play Minecraft.
I'm sorry.
Let's just play Minecraft.
Yeah, I just want to play Minecraft.
Minecraft. The amount of Minecraft.
Oh no, girls, this is not Minecraft. Oh my god, I'm a horrible person, I know, but I thought this was going to be fun, and I already traumatized someone.
Yes, you have.
You hurting the innocent of
Jacob, this is because you just read it. The first part, I'm sure that beyond that, it would get worse. Like, way worse.
Okay.
Hey, come on. Hey, the freaking Takami
What?
Senori the bathroom.
What? What?
Takami was doing shit and Senori came out of the
We know that beyond that, it was just going to be porn after porn.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't going to be family friendly.
This
Like
is
any of that.
this is
If
that
any
is
of
that-
that was in the
Is
first
that
place.
what your channel came to, Emo?
what?
It is where you
Is,
began to be.
is that where your freaking channel came to? Being
Yes.
just a porn
This is my
channel?
second. This is my second channel that where this is being streamed. My second channel has no, like, no limits. It can be anything.
It can be horrible.
Yes, it can.
Look, you traumatize a child.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm a horrible
Yeah.
person.
I have to go to sleep with that knowledge in my head.
Is that
I hope
bad?
you are aware of this knowledge that you gave me at this given time.
I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible person. I know.
It all started with an accidental misnaming on that guy Ren's part. There we go. Start.
Jinguji.
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 Jing-Uchi.
No, Gucci.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I couldn't hunt.
Okay, his
Two.
now name is Kim Jong-un. Got it.
Oh my god, no. Anyway,
Yes.
okay, so I'm Ren. I'm Ren, I guess. And I'm Otoya. Oh my god, this is going to be really fun. I don't know what voices to give to them. Again, I'm just going to make the voice.
I'm just dying.
Okay.
We're going to die.
I get ready, Jacob. This is my point of voice acting, trying to be seductive.
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and turn up my volume.
Soma is the top of the.
No, summer is the top of my career of voice acting. I just go close on the microphone like this and I start to whisper in your ear. To the point you can even hear my lips touching.
The boy didn't need that, okay?
Yeah, I really didn't need that.
I'm going.
That's
I'm
just
going.
like one of those like 0 to 100 things.
I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person.
Stop it.
I'm sorry,
Get
Jacob. I'm sorry. Okay, so, hey, baby boy, could you pass me the Tabasco? Who is the narrator here?
Okay. Everyone has stopped and stared at him.
Itoki.
Why did you say it like that?
Itoki Otoya.
But
Itoki Otoya.
it Toki Atoya.
You did it good.
You did great.
Atoya did not miss a beat and handed over the bottle of Tabasco to Ren.
Here you go, Daddy.
The long silence in the dining hall was only interrupted when I am not pronouncing that for the life of
Yeah,
me.
Ichinose Tokia.
I know Tokia. It's
Ichi no se.
Ichinose. Ichi
Ichinose.
Ichi
no se.
No se.
no se
There you go.
Ikoya.
Toki.
I am gonna throw something on my computer.
It's okay. Just.
Takoya spoke up.
Go on, Toki.
I don't care.
I don't know how to do Toki.
I don't know how to do Otoya and Ren too. I'm just doing.
I don't know.
Just get a voice.
I don't know.
Just do something. Just do something. Anything.
Otoya.
The redhead blinked and tilted his head cutely at his best friend and partner.
Mm?
Okay.
What's up, Tokia?
Takoya opens his mouth to say something but decided against it, shaking his head after a while.
It's nothing. Eat your vegetables.
Atoya whined.
But I don't like veggies. Will you eat for me, Tokia?
No, they are healthy for you.
No, do you want to grow big and strong? No, you gotta eat your veggies.
Eat your veggies. God damn it.
Eat your veggies. Eat your veggies, dang it.
Eat the veggies.
Eat your veggies.
Oh my god. Atoya pouted and leaned to his other side towards Ren. A silly grin tugged at his lips.
Daddy, will you eat my veggies for me?
Oh god.
No.
Calm down, Jacob. This is a safe one.
Ren played along, chuckling as he ruffled Atoya's hair.
Do as your partner say, my darling baby boy, or there won't be any sweets for you. Aww.
There'll be no sweets regardless. I mean, I don't see why you have to do anything about it.
It's a baby. You give sweets to babies. Kitty, tell about the candy chan.
Ignoring the quiet snickering from the other side of the table were
Kurusu. Kurusu.
Kurusu, Cusco cereal, and oh my god, what's up with this? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Try.
Just try.
Shin-
Try.
Shin Omaya Natsuki said,
Oh.
Atoya.
I love English pronunciation. I really do.
Hey, shut up. Atoya pushed his plate over to. Oh my freaking gosh, how the heck do you pronounce it?
You can do it.
Come on, baby.
Hajiraikawa Masato.
I love English. I love English pronunciation. I would like to say that.
Okay, how the heck are you supposed to pronounce that? Please tell me.
Okay, so the first.
Hijirikawa Masato.
Yeah, Hijirikawa Masato. Hijirikawa Masato. Like that.
I know what Masato is. It's a freaking company here.
Really?
Responsible for
The
Roundup.
plot twist! God.
Plot twist is a company.
No, it's because like Masato in the canon of the anime, his father has a company.
But still would be the Hijirikawa.
It would
Okay, now what did he say?
be. Sorry. Mommy, mommy, eat my veggies for me, please.
The blue-haired man sputtered and coughed, eyes widening in surprise and shock.
What?
Nice voice acting.
Otoya.
Takoya sighed and picked up the
I don't know what it is.
catacombs. What the heck is that? Hold on, before
I don't know what is it too.
it's a pepper plant.
Oh,
Is
okay.
native to the Americas, where they have been cultivated for thousands of years. Following the clubbing stage has been cultivated worldwide, became a key element in many cuisines. Oh, it's bell peppers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
The name. The name
sorry.
of this is bell peppers.
It's literally bell peppers.
The more you know.
I don't know why they have to. Okay, from a Toya's plate. Okay.
Please do not bother Yachirikawa. Cup is come for you, but promise me you will.
Oh my god.
I will eat it. Give me them.
I don't like vegetables, so eat for me too, Kitty.
No, you eat your fucking vegetables, you little girl.
No!
Eat your fucking vegetables. It's good.
No!
Eat your vegetables.
No!
The veggies.
Eat the frickin' veggies.
Yay! Tokyo is the best!
Victoria hugged his partner, resumed eating his food, occasionally picking up the dreaded bell peppers out of his vegetables and laying onto Takoya's plate instead.
Love you, Tokyo! It's just J, but it's not porn, I promise.
Now he need to pronounce another name.
Oh my god. Okay, go on.
Unfortunately for Takoya, then there, after that night's dinner, Toya and Ren took to calling each other those pet names whenever Masato,
Masato.
frick, Masato or Toya were within earshot just to. I hate my life. What did I say?
You said Toya.
Toya. Same
It's
thing.
Turkia.
Same thing. We're alive.
Oh my god. We're alive,
To the
guys.
race then. Screw it. We're doing it live.
Don't worry,
Just
no one is
to-
watching, just us.
No one's watching this. It's just gonna be up there forever. By the way, I'm hosting this on my Twitch page, so yay.
You're hosting this on your Twitch page.
I'm hosting it.
People are
I'm hosting
watching
it
on
on my Twitch
Wait,
page.
so people are watching on your page?
They possibly could.
Oh
Hi,
god.
my audience. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hello.
porn reading fanfics. Yay.
Oh my gosh.
No. Let's just continue.
Sideways.
Please. Let's just continue so she.
I'm gonna hit you sideways. I hope you're aware. Okay, where am I? Or
Tokyo.
within earshot,
Okay, there. Just want to.
just to watch her reaction. If it was only soy,
Chill.
soy sauce, Natsuki, and sea salt.
Hey, full name.
Full name.
You guys are evil. IG mom. Shiso.
You did it
Did I
right.
say it right?
You did it really great.
I'm watching my freaking life. Or even just quartet night, or on the off chance
Heaven.
he star Evans.
Heaven.
Evans. I had to do something like that. They reverted back to Ike and Ren, but as long as as each as either of the cool color spelled wrong boys were around, they changed it to baby boy and daddy. As days went on, so did the silliness of their acts. For example,
Okay, here comes my ultimate conversation with myself. Because I'm both of them.
Yeah.
Daddy, we got a photo shop tomorrow. Let's grab lunch together first. Alright, baby boy, what you want for lunch?
Or
Or
Nene, Daddy, there's this really cool puppy cafe that just opened 2 blocks down. Oh, does my darling baby boy want to try it out?
I get closed down by the health inspector.
What?
And get closed down by the health inspector.
You don't know
Dun,
what is
dun, dun.
that? Really?
Yeah, I know
Jacob
what
don't
Puppy
know
Cafe
puppy
is.
cafes?
I know what Puppy Cafe is.
Oh
There's a lot of
god!
health reasons.
they
It's
don't
like,
eat where the puppies are.
Yeah, you're forbidden for eating where the pups/cats are.
well, that's not a Puppy Cafe, that's just cosplay.
What?
I don't know, I just went off. Okay,
Okay, so of course that's the best.
sometimes it was as simple as
Daddy, love you lots. I love you lots too, my darling baby boy.
accompanied
God.
by a lot of audible, loud cheek kisses and snuggle hugs and effective giggling from the younger redhead, normally Takoya?
Tokia.
Takoya?
Okay.
Tokia?
Yeah.
Tokyo would just watch on, shaking his head and sigh, knowing that Toya was merely being playful and Ren was going along with it as per his usual. Masato, on the other hand, tries to ignore all the outcomings, which proved rather difficult until one day Toya draped himself over the older male, shot him the biggest of all his puppy eyes and go.
Mommy, do you love me too? Mommy, do you love me
You love me?
Ito, Itoki, what are you doing?
Mommy.
Are you drunk?
The answer is yes.
Apparently,
He must
maybe.
be on some strong. He's on some strong meth. Latoya shook his head and giggled, snuggling up to Masato's, much to Takoya's increasingly ire.
Nope. I just want to know if mommy loves baby boy too.
No, he's drunk. I don't care.
Otoya freaking switch.
What?
Otoya switch personalities with Mickey for.
Apparently, Mickey, what are you doing in on your brother's body?
How
Being a baby.
about you?
Oh my god.
Okay. At a loss of words, like I am right now, Masato simply sighed as Atoya closed his eyes and purred. Purred.
Purr.
Pour, Mato.
Purred.
I want you to pour.
I don't know how to purr. I'm sorry. It's just like cats go like that. That's how cats do. That's how cats do. Kitty, you're a kitty. Purr for us.
What? I'm doing mommy, I'm not pouring.
I try to purr. I don't know how to purr.
Mommy loves you, baby.
Good.
With a loud cheer, Toya kissed Masato on the cheek and laughed as he ran away, which left Masato staring dumbfoundedly at his retreating back while touching his cheeks. A loud crack from his left caught his attention, and he turned to blink at Ta- Ta-
Takia.
Takia, whose pencil had
Oh my
snapped in half between his fingers.
god.
He's so fucking
Ichinose.
mad.
It Ichinosi.
Ichinose.
Ichinose.
I don't care.
Oh my god.
Okay, okay,
cannot.
I'm going to tell you something. Okay,
Okay.
I had a hard time reading in front of a freaking class
Oh my god.
with just the simplest of words, and that's not my
It's
fault.
okay. It's
It's my
It's okay.
speech.
It's
Don't
okay.
be. It's okay.
Pat,
Take.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Pat, pat, pat,
Yeah.
pat.
Pat.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry, baby.
I can't stand this any longer.
He's so fucking mad.
That's me right now.
Jacob doesn't want to read the fanfics anymore.
I just
You
want to
want
play Minecraft.
Tokia growled under his breath. Hichirikawa, Hichirikawa-san. Oh, would you join me in fighting fire? We're gonna kill them.
We're gonna kill them with
Oh my
beauty.
god.
God, just pose a little bit.
Jesus Christ, this is going wild. I'm loving this. I'm just loving this.
Okay, now I need to freaking chill because
You're Masa now.
I know I'm chilling because I'm Masa.
Go on.
Ichinose, I do not understand what you mean.
Takia learn in and whisper his plan to Masato, and the two of them, well, mostly Takia, plotted a way to end the
We're gonna
very...
close ourselves. We're gonna close ourselves in a.
Kitty.
And then he will come to us. And then he will come to us.
Oh my god, Kitty.
Do you wanna build a snowman? And it'll and go away.
Go away. Flirtous act between Otoya and Ren. I'm so sorry, baby, for putting you through this. I didn't want to.
Then we're playing Minecraft.
We'll wait until their fathers.
It just me. Okay.
Freeze the whole freaking kingdom and run away. Make us the.
She's just plotting the entire Frozen plot. Oh my god, this is code.
We'll accidentally give life to.
I'm.
Jacob is not okay.
What's on the
And
news
freeze
right
their
now?
hearts.
Okay, let's just end this fanfic and we can go to stream on Jacob's side.
Hey, that was his plan. What do you want?
Okay,
You're gonna freaking take revenge, Frozen.
oh my god. So it started innocently enough. Takia spilled some water on his shirt, and Masato offered to clean it up for him. What?
Cool. A reporter got attacked on the job.
What?
What are you doing?
What are you
Get
doing?
out of there.
And that's my random flirt.
Get out of there.
Get out.
Okay.
Let's just finish this.
Another news.
Let's just finish this and jump for the grand act that I brought Kitty for here for. And then we can stream on your side, Jacob.
Masato in Tokia put Masato into it.
Intimate hug and
Wait.
what?
He kissed him on the lips.
Okay.
Okay.
I just need to know where I need to narrate.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Mark. You're welcome, Toki-chan.
The
Go on.
the silence in the room with an audience of Ren, Chiso, Kurosake,
Go on, Nick.
Ranmaru,
Ramaru,
Camus.
and Camus. Come here.
Camus. it's just like Ren, Chiso, Kurosake, Ramuru, and Camus.
It's a long story.
Let's just state that out right now.
He don't have last name.
He doesn't have a last name at all.
No, it's just how you're supposed to read it. It's like Ren, Chiso, Kurosake, Ranmaru, and Camus.
And Camus.
Yeah,
And Camus is like it's like, oh yeah, because we got Camus.
And you
into the
want the
scene.
worst part is because this name is a French name, and you shouldn't pronounce it Camus. It's Camion.
Camus?
I'm not even kidding. If you
It's
search,
cameos.
An Algerian French philosopher.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's there that the
Okay,
names come from.
anyway. Okay, anyways, was deafening until
Ramaru,
Ran Maru
cows, and
coughed and made his exit known.
okay, who does run? You?
I'm doing him because you like you.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, go on.
Get the fucking room,
Oh,
damn it!
I loved it. I loved it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
okay. Cecil and Camus
Can you?
quickly left as well, and Ran almost wanted to ask what was going on when Latoya bounded in and flipped on his lap.
Rendari. Iki.
Ren Ren chuckled nervously, not sure if he could keep up with the charade any longer. It was fun while it lasted, but watching his partner getting kissed by another man was a little too much for his fragile heart to take.
And
Not to
blow.
mention the overly tender looks the other two were giving each other.
Don't you want to go back to Ichi now? Mm.
Atoya cocked his head, glancing over to where Masato and Takoya.
Okay.
It's okay.
I
Go
I
on.
I don't
Keep
care.
going. Keep going. We're almost
We're
there. We're almost there. Go on.
we're we're still hugging each other quite intimately.
Ma, Turkey and Masamami seem pretty cozy with each other, just like us. But
Cozy is spelled wrong.
oh god, tell the person, not me. This is not my fanfic.
Ah.
But Iki.
Atoya paused and then made his way over to the two older men.
I might love daddy and mommy, but
He hugged Takoya from from behind, burying his head base against a raven's back.
I think I still love Takia the most. See, it's fluffy. I told you guys this wasn't not safe for work.
Takoya, Toyota laughed.
Yeah.
The sound light, the sound light and airy.
If only I thought kissing seemed.
I hear Jacob is tired.
I don't know.
It's okay. So just like it's almost over, guys. Let's go. We can do that.
Want me continue for you?
Yeah, we can continue if you want.
Yeah, come on.
Go
Okay,
on.
well,
She smiled, letting go of Masato and turning around to hug Otoya. Are you jealous, Otoya?
A little.
Toya pouted.
Sorry, Takia. We kinda got carried away.
That's good to know.
Tokoya glanced over at Ren, who tried to avoid his glance.
He's so mad at you for kissing his girlfriend.
Oh my god. Come on.
Oh god. And you, Ren, are you going to apologize to
Oh my god.
God with
Sa-
this shit?
Said person stared at Ren as well, and the sunset blonde quickly stood up and held his hand palm out despite his turned head. What?
I would like to ask Sikiti, people say he's blonde for some reason. I don't know. You can argue
Eh.
with people.
Fuck people. He's not blonde, he's ginger.
If Daddy apologized to Mommy, will Mommy accept?
Roundup rolled his eyes. I don't
He's
care
such a
anymore.
drama king, Jinguji.
He remarked, even as he stepped forward and took the offered hand.
Mommy will only stop daddy's.
Oh my god. This is so gold.
Okay. Tokyo groaned and hid his face in his hands as Red laughed and pulled Weed Killer in for a hug, kissing his partner lovingly on the lips. Oh my gosh.
No, don't go kissing your baby boy's lover, okay, mommy? Or dad will cry again.
Cry,
Again?
bitch! I wanna see you cry.
Yes, cry, Red! That's what we want! You crying!
Of course, my dear. I love to see you.
Oh my god, and that's we're at the end, the end mark of the fanfic.
Uh,
I do that, don't worry.
I, why you actually? Well,
Takia groaned again. Well, he may have gotten out.
He's
oh.
blind like fire. Sato has betrayed him and
Friends, and over the next few days, he was surrounded by those first words, only made worse when Natsuki, Cecil, and even Theo, of all people, joined in, calling Ren their daddy and Masato their mommy. He was not one to complain though. If it meant seeing Otoya's happy smile and precious giggles.
see, this wasn't that bad, guys. This one was cute. Come on.
Yeah.
Jacob still traumatized from the first
Look,
one.
look at the freaking things under it. Violin cameo.
Violin cameo?
I don't know what.
Oh, this?
It's, these are people who freaking what freak
This is people who like it, the fanfic.
still why your name is Violin Cameo? What is that? You try to be prison and then you went
What?
this person thought I will how to be Camus, but then he changed to Cameo.
The plot twists. Anyway, this is the highlight
Oh.
of the fanfic. I don't know what will come from this. Kitty asked me to read this one.
Now.
No, Kitty asked me to read this one by myself.
I told you to read everything by yourself. You little
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not going to read things with you anymore. Okay.
No. No.
So okay.
What next? What next?
I sent.
Okay, I'm saying.
This is the highlights for ending the stream because Jacob.
Wait, what?
This is the last fanfic because the highlights that we all.
Punko Dogs A3.
Yeah, there is a bunch of short stories.
Oh, can we we'll read only one?
Yeah, we are going to read the one. Okay, so
Again.
You saw the notes.
Uni quietly hovered beside.
Okay.
Nice. He had fallen ahead.
This human.
His mommy. They always interested him, especially how they would interact with one another at a certain point. It was excitement, inducing to hear person talk highly about someone, then badly minutes later. Why did they do that?
Oh my god. They were humans who stole from others and sometimes killed each other. Why you're talking like if you need some sort of not human thing? Maybe because he is the Antichrist.
He's an angel.
He's an Antichrist. We know that.
He's an angel. My baby said he's an angel. So
no, Rintaro's opinion is questionable on the very list. They were humans. Okay, so as time went on, he grew a distaste for humans. They were selfish, greedy, power-hungry, sluggish, and downright dishonest creatures. It was when he met Giorno that someone he had expected to be like the others.
Maybe it's just a unicorn here.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll never know.
He had saw Giorno stop beside a stray kid. properly for days. Unlike most, Bruno had shared food. He softly talked to it, making it comfortable in approaching him. The cat ended up finding a home after cared for.
Uni had decided to keep watching Giorno to see if he would mess up and make him lose faith. Oh my god. Each and every day, Giorno was nothing short of a good person. Uni had started to develop respect and feelings for him.
And today was another day of Juni following. He
Okay.
couldn't help
Learn step.
me down the street. He wasn't old enough to drink. Uni Jordan had leaned against the pole for support.
Okay, now it's the peak. Actually, there are two peaks for my career. There is Uni and Jean. So get ready for my best voice acting, everyone.
Ambulance!
Yes. Jarno, Uni
Uni
maternity.
muttered,
Knowing he.
knowing he
Okay.
couldn't hear him.
Journey started to move again, but slower than before. What could he do to happen? He looked up at the sky that was slowly starting to darken. The number of people were dwindling. This thing. Journal had
Dwindling.
dwindling. Journal has finally collapsed. Uni rushed to his side he and saw he was breathing rather heavily. He couldn't touch him, making things harder for Uni. Okay, so Journal, I want to help, but I can't. My useless ghost. Uni mumbled.
Okay.
I know that feeling.
Uni's eyes lit up and the sight of they had to notice talking to the his anger simmered. It subsided at the sound of Jordan's elaborate breathing. Uni tried grabbing him, only to go through him. He frantically searched for something he could use. He found a broken umbrella in a trash with a hook.
Okay. He okay. So he put into his back strap and started pulling him down the block, uncaring of how spooky it seemed. So wait a second. He can touch objects but not people.
I guess.
This makes no sense, but okay. Of how spooky it seemed. He was going to get him home.
Uni wheezed heavily as they had finally made it to his home. He repeatedly pressed the drop
it doesn't make
collapse. Then when
sense.
he collapsed, the door opened and his neighbor had. She immediately brought Jono in, altering his mother,
Oh.
alerting his mother.
Oi. I will need to
Gosh, he's partying up.
wait. I need to go out for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so
Uh, You doing okay, Jacob?
that let's end this. So just let's end this. It's got his burning. Kitty is busy, so I'm just going to finish this by myself.
I'm just trying to catch all the guys dreaming.
It's okay.
You're still in intermission.
It's okay. So I'm just going. I'm still in intermission. I put on transition.
Did you press it? There we go.
Oh, I think it's.
Chichan found a Chichan. Great.
Oh my God, Chichan found a Chichan. Amazing. So I'm just going to finish this by myself so Jacob can rest.
So the last one is Shigure. And one more? No, it's Shinya and Kas.
I guess we're playing Dreaming on the next live, guys.
Don't.
No, the dreaming is not really thrilling.
It's boring, I know. And
Don't get anything to do here.
And God, he's burning.
How dare you run? Oh no, you're freaking Shinya.
Highlights of the stream: Kitty angry at Dreaming.
I'm not angry at dreaming.
I don't know what is happening. I'm just here. I'm just trying to end it so Jacob can rest.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm doing the mother, I guess. Oh, the mother.
okay, go on, mother.
Where's the mother again?
Here.
God, he's burning up. I told him not to go.
His mother fuzzed, taking him upstairs. Uni covered his face as relief washed over him. It wasn't anything life-threatening. It was just a fever. Uni quietly went through the walls and watched Journo's mother care for him. It wasn't much, but he finally done something for Journo. Mom, Journo whispered with half-open eyes.
I told you not to go to school. Now look at.
How did I get home? He asked it.
What do you mean? You.
She said, no, I collapsed on the sidewalk. I remembered that. How do you remember where you collapsed? I thought you didn't remember those things, but okay. Journo said, trying to recall memories. It felt like... Oh, sorry. It felt like I was being pulled. So you were not 100%.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's okay. Go on, Kitty.
Are you sure you didn't just walk through this?
She asked, noticing the dirt marks on his pants. Uni frowned. No matter what Journo remembered, it wouldn't change the fact that Journo would never see him. His heart stung, knowing he'd be in a one-sided love.
Great.
Yes,
I'll go make some soup. Don't leave your bed.
she said, leaving the room. Uni looked and saw Journo had closed his eyes. He took the chance to find a pen and a paper, writing down his feelings before ultimately crumpling it. What was he thinking? He silently took before deciding to write down and doodle the place where he collapsed if he wanted to know how he got home. He crumbled that too. He threw both in the trash, then quickly dropped the pen as his mother had come back in.
Okay. He's asleep.
She muttered, closing the door. Uni sighed and hovered by the window. Journo needed rest, so he planned to leave him be until he got better. Wait, this is Journo? This is Journo, I guess. I don't know why or how, but I find myself falling deeper in love with you. So it doesn't matter since you can't see me. I will bask in this one-sided love and continue to watch over you. Hear Journo read out. Writer, are you still here? Writer? Unique had silent. There was no rule that ghosts couldn't interact with humans. He's hard code and
Why
stands.
is Yuni a ghost?
I don't know. I don't understand this part. Why he's a ghost? Why ghosts can interact with objects but not with humans? I don't understand. He's hard code and
Yeah.
His hard code and stand, seeing the feverish boy tiredly looking for him. He took the paper from his hands and held it. What's your name? Giorno asked, feeling lightheaded. Yone quietly wrote his name and asked him to get back to bed. Giorno probably won't remember any of it when he woke up, so he entertained it. Yone, what a pretty name. Pronouns? Giorno inquired. He, him. Got it. So, what are you? Yone simply wrote Ghost. His heart trembled as Giorno didn't seem at all afraid of him. He treated him as if he were just a normal human. He truly loved Giorno, the, the man with a heart of gold. Yes, a heart of gold. Golden wind. About that confession, I'm really touched. It's also my first time receiving one from a ghost. If it's not asking too much, may I get no- may I get to know you better before giving an answer? Asked Giorno with a smile. Uni replied with a yes before squealing in glee. Because we needed Uni's voice acting for that. Even if
Yeah.
his romance didn't work out, the sole fact that Giorno finally noticed his presence was a reward of itself. Uni wrapped his arms around Giorno, well, aware that the man wouldn't feel it. At least, that's what he thought. And that was the fake. In the end, it's just, it's anyway. It wasn't that bad, was it? We even
Wait,
have we haven't had the from uni.
didn't know.
Anyway, we're going to end the stream for now, I guess. Okay, so uh, for those who stop it and for those who will see this shit here later, thank you for watching, I guess. So bye bye.
I
Bye.